you gotta sit up?
I feel like I got to sit up.
I'm about to lean back.
Well, lean back, sit up.
Lean back.
Hey, I lean back. I lean back. How was you when that sun came out?
Rock away. Lean back. Oh, I don't know how
What up? What up?
What's
You
going
know,
on, everybody?
I did not advertise this, so nobody needs to be putting something on Facebook. Where we on?
We're on YouTube.
On YouTube. YouTube.
What's going on? We got somebody in the chat.
All right, all right. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna do this like this.
Uh-oh.
Got to turn. Stop.
Got to turn it around.
That's fine.
Give us 1 second.
That's
One
cool.
second.
We'll just be a little bit closer.
Let's see what it do. Let's see.
There we go.
Again, one watching. Hey,
What's
thanks
going
for
on?
watching.
Alright, that's good. I
That's
like it.
good.
You scoot over towards me a little bit more.
A little bit.
We good. Let's go.
All right.
Alrighty. On our podcast, what's going on? I'm here with
D. Smith is your entrepreneur, your I don't know what I be saying, but I have so much tax preparer,
Yes.
business owner, bookkeeper, you name it. I'm a queen of all trades, not the jack but the queen.
okay.
And of course, who?
Chase Way.
Chase Way in the house. So, before we get started, you know, we always go into what we admire about each other, which we're going to let you start first because this is your birthday month. Your birthday month.
What I admire about each other, well, not each other, what I admire about you is I'm a little nervous. But I'm reading the London message.
Yeah, boo. Alana, we seen you. You found some things in Atlanta. Good.
What I admire about you is you always find a way to keep striving for improvement. No, that's not how you say it. You always keep finding ways to. I know you're a perfectionist, but you always try to strive for. You always look to improve daily and weekly. That's what I'm about you. You always look to improve, and I can't think of what's that adjective word, but you turn it to adjective. Improvization, but you're always looking to improve and be better as a person or anything that you have your name tied to. That's what I know.
Thank you. I try. So what I admire about you is how you what do they say? How you're trusting the process of growth. How you are just probably I guess similar to me, but I guess you got it from me. You are understanding the life of the ups and downs of things. So, for example, you're transitioning into something new, and again, from working a job and having a consistent payment, now being to a real entrepreneur, and the ups and downs and all of that. So I admire the fact that you are learning from it and you're not letting it defeat you. So I'm the same. Is it your I just had the word earlier. Gosh, your we'll just say, and if you watching, y'all can help us too, because I know what I want to say, but I can't think of the word. But I want to say your um being persistent, I guess, you of that. Also, the determination. I can say you determined and not give up. So I guess you're learning the process of what it takes to be a real entrepreneur. I know we say this on every one of our videos that being an entrepreneur is not for the weak. And so yes, your strength and what's going on and trusting the process. I guess you get it from me because I'm still doing it. The only difference is I'm older and you younger.
Yeah.
But um, that's the one thing that I love about this podcast is you go through life and you'll have the same things happen, whether you're doing it in your 20s or you're doing it in your 40s. And that's what everybody needs to think about that's watching today, that just because you thought about it in your 20s doesn't mean that it's not have already been thought about in your 40s or later. So it's nothing new. You may have a innovative way of how you do things because of the knowledge and the strength and the more opportunities out there that you are attached to it. But it is the same idea. It's just twerked a little. That goes for fashion and anything else.
I agree.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're doing the same thing. So anyway, good. We always almost have the similar things what we admire about each other, but it's funny how when you're on the road and you talk about your things, and then we talk about what I go on with the business, and they're similar.
Yeah.
They're very similar. So
Yeah, it's just thank you. Yeah, it's just like I know what we go through. I understand it's part of the game. I understand it's more so it's like being able to bridge it all together, and that's mainly what keeps me a little bit calm, cool, and collected about it. Because I know in due time it all gonna make sense, but you gotta get those. You gotta count up first.
yeah.
Or you gotta get the ugly stage out the way first to know, okay, you can't allow this to happen. So it's just breaking those little barriers of, or breaking those barriers of, okay, I didn't know this existed, but I'm glad it happened. So now I know that I know how to at least figure out a way to not let this happen again, or figure out a solution to, okay, this problem is solved and we can move on to the next thing. Not saying we're looking for a problem, but you always got to be on your toes about it every day.
Absolutely. Not only that, then you learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's the most important. So it happened again. Number one, you know what it is. You don't have to figure out what the problem is. You don't have to identify what the problem is. You already know what the problem is, and then you know how to fix it quicker.
Yeah.
Because the first time, much longer, right? The first time you be like, dog, what do I do? I mean, how I'm gonna do this to make it? Because especially if you, like, for example, with you on a load or something, you have a flat tire. You know, the very first time you had a flat tire driving, it was like, oh my God, now you got to remember what you learned. You know what I'm saying? First time being out on the road. But now it is one of those things, having a flat tire is nothing compared to, you know, something else.
It's actually quite funny. I remember the first time I got a flat tire, and I was just doing a pre-check, going around like how I normally do before I was about to go hook up to my trailer. And I was like, oh, I got a flat tire on my tractor. Can y'all replace this? And then I remember my first blowout on the freeway. And they was like, all right, let's pull over, get your emergency flash is on, call, and somebody come, come knock it out.
Right.
And I just took a nap.
See, it was easy peasy because number one, you was driving for someone,
Yeah.
right? So now let's take what you're doing now. It's kind of similar.
Yeah, it'll be the same.
It's the same way, yeah. Versus like us, when we have a flat, it's the same. My husband, he'll pull over, call the tire guy, wait for him to come and change it, and then go on. But remembering when we first got into it, and he was driving Fordyce every day, and Fordyce from here is like almost an hour away, and so it's like, oh my God, what do I do? Who we gonna call? So I was the person that I was on my way to work, and he had to be there. I think he left here about 5. So when I got up at 7, I had to go and drive down there and meet him. So all of those things was like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. What were we thinking about him quitting his job, and then this incident happened with that tire? That's probably why I brought it up, because for me it was like out of my whole routine, because I'm still working, still am, but I'm the only person he had to call. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that many connections. So that's another important thing in entrepreneurship, is having the right connections to make your job easier. All right, we have another person watching. Hey.
What's going on?
Can we tell who it is? Oh, okay. Hey, y'all. Thank you. This is my idea to go live. The last time we went live, it was a year or two ago.
I think it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. So I like us going live. People saying something looks like what's that? Oh, okay. Your notifications up there. Yeah. That was Joe. Did he leave? Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm sorry guys, I just had one of my tenant call, but this is what I like. So tell me what I know I'm different. I'm trying to do this and that, but
you just focus right there.
Okay, I'm gonna focus right there. And sorry guys, I'm gonna text right quick because I am a woman of all things, and I don't never say I'm a landlord. I don't put that in there, but no, it wasn't. You weren't gone.
I just seen the yellow truck.
That was 3. Yeah, that was 3. So I'm gonna say he didn't say bye.
Are you on the?
Live. You need me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take over then. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
take over right quick.
All right, what's going on, everybody? I got y'all to myself. So, yeah, we decided to go live. Since it's been 2 years since we went live, we were just thinking about, like, I think this would be a good idea of, just to have that interaction. I guess have their in live session. Some of the things that we're going to talk about is what's more to come with Chaseway, what's more to come out of our podcast, and making sure that I get more content and make sure that I do more. A few things that we're about to talk about later on is my Atlanta trip. This is going to be something very special to me because I'm going to be introducing my girlfriend to my Nana and Papa, and I think it's going to be very, very. I think it's going to be very, very unique because I already did it once with me. Well, let me see. Let me go back. A year ago, it was time for our families to merge. So my parents met her parents, and anybody that I invited that was close to me, we all met, and we had a pool party. So she was able to see my side of the family. She was able to meet my parents. I ain't gonna say in the official way, but it's kind of like, not a formal or informal way, but it was just kind of like an informal way where there was no, real pressure to perform or incite or entice or like keep everybody entertained. It was like if you wanted to learn more about such and such, or you wanted to just vibe out, or just do whatever, you had the opportunity to interact and get to mingle with other people. So I feel like that was very special to me, simply because I know for me, I really don't like to bring women around because I'm not really big on relationships. I'm big on relationships, but I'm not big on letting my mama or letting just bringing any woman over just to be my mama. So I'm not really big on that. It gotta at least last for a good year or so. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, me and my girlfriend, we got past that stage. Like I want to say like 6 months in, and within about 6 months, she was able to meet my mom. But I know other women, they haven't had the chance because I ain't see that as important. Let me see that. I ain't really see them as that important to meet my mom. So now she gonna be meeting my grandparents, and it's gonna be very very dope for her to get that unconditional love from grandparents. So I'm ready to see that interaction. We're gonna experience that over the weekend. We're gonna do some other things out there. I'm gonna record a lot of it. I'm gonna vlog it or whatnot, so that way y'all will be able to see her and introduce.
Okay,
So
then. Okay, bye.
we're gonna do that. You gotta go roll out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Go down here to get his gas.
But other than that, that's one thing I'm excited for. Let's see let's get into me. Let's get into me for a second. So I'm gonna be honest. I went live probably like a couple of days before, and I realized that I left my whole camera bag, my everything. And I was just like, dang, I really haven't been caring about YouTube that much. So after noticing that, I was like, okay, it's time for me to step up. And in my notes, I've written it down. So I be sports betting. I done bought people tickets. I done lost some money. I done won some money. But I'm really ready for football season and basketball season to start over. So I've been a little bit tricky in a little iffy in MLB. Also, even been betting. It's called esports, where people playing League of Legends, Counter Strike. Those two games. I've been playing those basically. Let me just say that I've been betting on them. I've been winning sometimes and I've been losing sometimes. It gets a little tricky. But even when I be winning, sometimes I'll be forgetting to cash out. So it's just like gambling when you go to the casino. You might feed the machine by $20 and you might win 60, but you forget to take out your original 20. Or you forget to take out, your profit, or take out 40 and just keep playing that 20. And I'm gonna be honest, it's been keeping me afloat for all this time. Money has been iffy, but that gambling money has been able to keep me afloat. I can say that. But my new strategy now is whenever I get $100 on any sports betting platform, I'm going to withdraw $100 out. I'm going to be going live more. I do like crossword puzzles. So I think I'm trying to figure out a way, how can I incorporate that a little bit more while I'm on the road and just go live so y'all be able to see me do a crossword puzzle. I'm just trying to find something a little bit sturdy so that way my phone won't be shaking as I go live. So I got that I want to plan, and as I'm driving, I need to get back and listen to an audiobook, or at least buying a book. I want to go back to listening to a book for 10 minutes a day, and then I also want to start reading a book for 10 minutes a day. So I got a few books in my room, but I don't know if those are books that I really want to read, so I might end up buying myself a book on my birthday. And my birthday is July 23rd, so I'll be 27. Out of my friend group, I'm the baby. So I'm the last person to turn 27 in my friend group. and I'm pretty excited for it. I don't view 27 as old. When I was younger, when I was like a 10, 11, 9, I did used to view that as like, oh snap, 27, you old. But I'm not even, I don't view it that way. One of the key things I have learned as I got older is to make sure that you stretch. If you don't stretch, your hips start to begin to crack, your arms start to crack and stuff like that. So that's something that I've learned that I have to start doing more of. I got to start stretching. So every morning and every night, I got to stretch. I also been doing like different cleanses while I've been on the road, and I need to start including y'all more on what I do every day. It's been, I don't know, I've been getting in a little funk where I haven't felt the need to talk about my everyday life as much, which is pretty weird. Simply because I remember I wanted to document everything for like 4 years straight, and then COVID happened, and then after COVID happened, it was just like, oh, I'm kind of cool on it, I'm gonna sit back. And I just actually just needed some time to, like chill for a second. Let's see, personal, business, business wise, being an entrepreneur has been pretty cool, to be honest. I ain't gonna say that being an entrepreneur is like, it's scary, but it's definitely challenging. Luckily, I have a great business partner and great cousin, because everything that I know that I can bring to the table, I've been able to keep my end of the stick, and whatever he has brought to the table, he has been keeping his end of the stick. So I pretty much salute him on that, and that's pretty much why I haven't had no worries of what I'm doing. Even when I got out of selling shoes and clothes, I got to that point where once I stepped away from it, I realized I really didn't enjoy it as much. I just enjoyed making money. I didn't really enjoy what I was doing. Because it was like, at first I was just a consumer. Then I turned into a business person. And once I left that consumption side, it was just like, it's just all business. So I cared more about the interaction with people. I cared more about trying to please people. I cared more about entertaining people. And then once I feel like that took a turn, or I realized nobody was going to understand me from afar, I realized, okay, this is something that I don't want to really be in, because I see that it's going to be one-sided. And I don't know, I think I felt some type of way about it, so it probably lingered for about a year or two, trying to process that. And that's what really kind of made me slow down on a lot of things. I pretty much slowed down on like trying to be in front of the camera, because it was like, okay, I know who I am, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, but do I like being around a lot of people when they really genuinely don't know me? It's almost like I don't enjoy going out to clubs or anything like that, simply because the people that's at the club, if something was to happen, who really got my best interest at heart? So I really don't go to clubs like that, because nobody really got my best interest at heart. And that's one of the things that I'm very big on, or I look for within somebody. Like, do you really have the best interest in me? Because I know for me, I'm very cautious of opening up to, like, I can open up to anybody, but I'm very cautious of who I open up to, because I don't know what are you willing to do with the information that I give you. But it's more so what type of, I'm cautious of my time or what I give to people. Like, I never want to take a moment for granted. I always want to be intentional on who I give my time to, because I do know my time is valuable, but I also don't want to be around people when I'm just chilling and I'm just there to enjoy their time. And I don't want them to think that I'm taking their time for granted or I'm taking advantage of something that they are just offering genuinely. So I like to ask questions to make sure that uh, I'm not going out of their boundaries, or if they have like different rules or whatever, how they view the world. I like to ask questions and to know like how do they view the world, how do they see it. And I kind of like I'm not a people pleaser, but I at least try to go to my people that I know that has the best interest in me. I pretty much try to accommodate their lifestyle and their views to make sure that we both are comfortable and we know that we can adjust on certain things. So that's just one of the things that why just being such a little blob or like a little moment of me just not being in the cameras so much. But now that we have her back, just simply talking about some of our goals and what led to me to
Hey y'all, I'm back.
not being on YouTube as much. And that's about it.
Okay, so your goals now is more.
So I said, sports betting platforms, once I reach $100 or lead up to $100, make a withdrawal. That's on any platform that I use to bet on. I want to get into reading a physical book and listening to an audio book for 10 minutes a day. And the third thing was putting out more YouTube videos and whatnot, but doing like figure out a way how can I do a crossword puzzle without the camera shaking. So those are some of the things that I'm trying to figure out so I can at least be active and looking.
Okay. So, what about that little stand thing that I had broke from you? Is that what you need, like to not have it shaking?
Well, the truck makes it shake.
The truck, yeah, as it's running because it's hot now.
So it's nothing that like the only thing that I can think of to make it not shake is if I turn it off or if I go do that, or if I hold the phone. But that gets a little bit tired after holding the phone. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to do something.
Is there not any technology where you can, are you trying to do this live or?
It's pretty much gonna be live, but it's gonna be the camera gonna be shaking regardless of the fact.
They don't have shake thing like like action movie stuff. What?
I know what you're talking about. Like my GoPro does that, but it's not live. It doesn't do that live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out like what ways can I do it, or I don't know. I'm at least either I'm not gonna go live doing a crossword puzzle. I'm gonna go live doing my routine or my nightly routine, doing something like that. Walking, get my clothes, going to go take a shower, or getting up, what I do in the morning, stuff like that. So I don't know which one I'm more comfortable with just yet, but it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be okay with doing with Greg. That's what I was talking about. I was just talking about me just stepping back and realizing that in the space of why I haven't been so in front of the camera, it's just been more so I recognize that, if I put myself in front of the camera, I know that most people that are watching, not most, anybody that doesn't understand me, not gonna have the best interest in me at first, but I know I'm very protective of it. So I'm very protective of understanding that once I'm in a big crowd, I know that most people don't have the best interest in me. So it's always up to me to make sure that I'm always around people that have the best interest.
Where do you think that?
I don't like, so I gave them an example. I I don't like going to clubs because I do know that once I'm in this club, if something was to happen, they really don't have the best interest in me. So if I ever needed help with anything like that, I know ain't nobody just gonna automatically snap and make sure that I'm okay. Everybody got their own thing going on, or they might not be well aware of, oh, you might need help. So even though I might be with somebody, but just not relying on somebody that I know that that I came with. I'm just thinking of a situation for myself that if I'm in a big area where a lot of people don't have the best interest in me, that's not best suited for me. So I would rather do like kickbacks where I know it's like a group of people that I know they have the best interest.
If you've been around a long time, you feel.
Yeah, just feel. I ain't gonna say being in clothes don't make me feel comfortable. It just I know
No,
they
I'm
don't
talking
have.
about people that you have known for a long
Yeah, it
time,
just-
your closest friend.
Yeah, the people that
Let me grab my phone.
what's going on?
Take it around.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right here.
I need to talk to you this week.
Okay, let me get my phone. I'll call you.
Okay.
All right, you still here?
Let's put it on.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just I don't know. It's kind of like it's pretty funny. I think this is like my first time really being honest and open about it. But it's not like it's discouraging anything. But can you tell me one of those candies, cinnamon candies?
Yep, sorry you guys. Hey, this never happened to us in the live, our last one. I'm thinking more club wise. I didn't think you liked the club scenery. It just want your cup of tea. I didn't know it was that deep far as you felt like that crowd. But when I was clubbing, it's always been with family and close friends and stuff. So if something did happen, they was there. So there was a rule of ours. So that was my thing about. I don't think that would happen in your case because when you go to the club scene, you don't go by yourself. Now it is people that go by themselves that like to shoot pool or be at the bar and have a drink or two and they gone. Then you got the people that go just to pick up women and stuff. Then you got people that just go because they were invited because one of their friends had a party there and they went there, they're gonna show their face and then they leave. So I think for us it was one of those things that was the thing to do at that particular time in that era, is what we did. It was something kind of like Jump Zone or something that was introduced, Dave and Buster, something that was new to Arkansas, but clubbing is not new, don't get me wrong. My mom never did it, but it was just one of those things that that was our thing. That clubbing, skating, those was pretty much the only two things that we had going on around here in Arkansas. So, but it was always with close friends.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where if I don't be around a large amount of people, I'm thinking, well, is it gonna feel right? So I might have my mindset on going, but if my gut feeling tell me not to go, I'm not going. So it's just one of those things that I might be going with my people, but if I'm not feeling it, I'm still not gonna go. But just recognizing that I don't mind, I don't get discouraged about the people that's watching me. I don't feel no way about people watching me.
Right.
It just, I to step back and not be as vocal.
Yeah.
Or only wait until it's time for us to talk and be vocal. So it was just like, that's about it.
Okay. So let's do a recap. I'm in and out. I'm sorry, guys. In and out. So, reading more, listening to books and audio books. Putting more content out there on YouTube, and trying to find a unique way incorporate new ideas. One with your crossword books. What matter of fact, what make and let me finish what I'm saying before I ask this question. Your crossword puzzles and is that it?
When I
And sports
yeah, when
bet.
I add once I get $100
Yes.
in the sports betting
Yes.
out, withdraw $100. My goal is to at least withdraw at least $100 a week. More than a week, that's good. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at least trying to withdraw $100 a week,
Okay.
starting next week.
What made you get into the crossword puzzles? Who idea was that?
When I was once she dropped me off at Greyhound, and I needed something to just cause I knew I was gonna be on my phone from here to Dallas regardless. So I downloaded a crossword puzzle app, and then I realized I kind of like it much better with physical. So I went to Volunteer and got me a crossword puzzle. But I just remember playing that a lot at the Boys and Girls Club for prizes and stuff. But other than that, that's about it. You got something to say about that?
No.
Well, it wasn't. What was that? It's not crossword puzzle, but what is the other thing called?
It is crossword. That's where you find the word search.
Yeah. Okay, word search, and what's the other one called? So you remember, like in the newspaper, it's like the Simpson movie episode 49, and it got letter 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that called? Word search or crossword.
No, that's not word search. Word search is with the words and you find the word. That's word search. Crossword puzzles is the same. That's kind of like the
Okay.
same. Yeah.
Okay, so you remember in that highlight thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I know, like when it comes to the I spot thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember those little moments.
Yeah.
I remember, like,
I love those highlights.
how did they find it? Like, how did they get into this?
Because I loved to read in my younger days. I was a reader. Going to the library. Library was our Google. So the library is really good. And I took y'all to the library. But when you really actually go into the library opens up like that part of your brain. Because you can think it's quiet and you will find so many things that was like, I wasn't aware of it. So anyway, you have those highlights and stuff. So during summer camp, so the summertime, you have events there. So, and then school, you will have something, and then you can subscribe to this and all that. So that's where I found it. It's kind of like the kids that like the science fair projects and stuff. It's just
What is it called now? STEM? The STEM program?
I think so. I'm not sure. I seen a post that said one of my friend girls, Facebook friends, said, I walked into Walmart and I was so happy. I walked right past the school supplies. And somebody was like, yes, I was, how did they say? I've been delivered from that for 13 years and all that. And I was like, yeah, I've been delivered from that for 27 years. So that was too funny. And then somebody said, well, I did buy me some pens and some paper, a journal that I probably won't even write in. But doing school class, that's so funny. I feel I'm the same way. I feel like I have to buy something when there's supplies and stuff around. But now what I do buy pens or whatever, and buy whatever supplies I need for the business. But oh, that is just too funny. Oh, I just can remember buying that over and over, and you just like, I'm sick of this stuff, and and then you don't buy everything that was on the list because you already know you sharing it with everybody in the class. I'm just getting one. You know, you get that. The moms get that frustrated. This is ridiculous. This stuff getting higher and higher. And then you go to the different churches. I used to go to the different churches, and it be the same stuff. And when y'all got older, it wasn't nothing for the older kids. Y'all just got paper and the pens and the pencil, and that's it in the backpack. The backpack was really the biggest thing that you need anyway. You have to go somewhere that was clear, because remember they introduced the clear stuff and those cheap clear backpacks. Oh. Hey, holes. Coolio had holes. He always losing his pen, and I'm like, oh God, this is ridiculous. But yes, I'm the same. If anybody is out gonna be listening to this later, are they gonna be able to see this?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get uploaded later.
Okay. I feel for y'all and y'all. And it might be exciting. I don't feel for y'all. Let me say this. It is a wonderful thing to have the first experience when your kids go to school, but after a while, you're going to be getting tired of it. It's going to go like, oh my God. And this year that I noticed in Arkansas, kids are going back to school early.
Mm-hmm.
School starts next month on the 14th. It seems like they just got out last month. So it's not a big summer. You know, we used to have like at least 3 months of summer.
Well, at least 2.
Yeah, a good 2. Well, y'all did. We had a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that changes.
I guess they're trying to give them something to do.
Well, probably because of COVID. I mean, a lot of those kids really struggle. That mental illness came out real strong, not only for the kids, but for the parents and anybody else. So that was that. We talked about something earlier. You said you was gonna say. What were we talking about? And you said you was gonna mention it when
Just
we
the
did
goals,
the live.
the
The
ideas.
goals. Okay. And what was I saying? I had too much going on today, guys.
Only thing that I talked about is I'm excited to see the interaction, or for Lana to get that unconditional love from grandparents. I'm ready to see that for her.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
she lost both of her grandparents. Well, she lost a grandparent continuously for the next 5 years. When she was at started at like, I want to say, and I forgot. Mama told me the years, but she lost each grandparent on a
5 years.
increment.
Okay. On both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and was she older or younger?
She was a little bit younger, then it just added up. So I'm ready for her to witness that.
Experience your grandparent.
Yeah, so I feel like it's about to be very, very cool for her to see that.
I can remember meeting your Nana and Papa for the first time, because it was, but you know, coming from a family, we was already close and stuff, so it was good to know that they just opened their doors up with no problem, you know, no problem at all, which was great. And your Papa, he the same. He never has changed. And soon as I come in, and your Nana was ready for you, and she got the car seat and unwrapped, and it was like, there's Nana, baby. I was like, is that what you gonna be called? You know, of course, it's so funny how she women always got to have a name that they want their grandkids to call them. And he was like, the big chase, the bank. And he always said that. Always said that. So it was really good to embrace them with us not. Me, that was my first time meeting your pawpaw, but I had already met your nana when she came here to Arkansas. So, but we already had a relationship as well too throughout the pregnancy. So we built a bond through the phone. I think that was about to fall, doesn't it?
That sound loose.
Yes, it does. Oh Lord, we might need to cut that off. So, but anyway, that bun. Yeah, we having that's the light. Look, oh, is that loose?
Yeah.
But so let me tell y'all about my stuff. Then is that the light? Man, you cut the light out.
Yeah, you keep talking.
It made it feel like it was dark here. Okay. What are my goals? My goals, your light just cut off. My goals for Better Than Amazing Hauling is always the same. It is more of trying to land contracts, get more connections, build more relationships, and making sure that we stay consistent, which we have been. Being consistent in getting jobs every day. We have expanded, like I said on the last one. We got 3 trucks now, so we are having a time. It's a learning process with this new employee. And my other son is driving the other truck, so we are doing we hanging in there. So it's a day-to-day routine, and so that's what I was back and forth because yeah, that light went off. Back and forth from going with my husband to get some gas. I mean fuel, because it's not called gas. It's called fuel. You can cut that light back on. Though. I don't know about the ceiling fan, but the light.
No, that's fine.
Okay, because that keeps going off. And it feels like it's dark. And I had to text our driver, let him know what the job was for tomorrow. Then I am in the process of doing some more things. I am studying for my contractor's license. This is gonna help me do some bidding with the city of Little Rock in North Little Rock, and so I am. I have to purchase another practice book because the one I did purchase, of course, you know, every time you try to do something cheap, buy something cheap, it's too good to be true. So this one particular one I did, it only had 11 questions for $10. So I'm gonna purchase another one tonight, and I'm gonna be doing that because I take the exam on the 28th. I'm always trying to push myself. So number one, I'm doing it not only to see how much I know, but that will help me study as well. So on that aspect, I'm kind of nervous because I'm not a contractor, but you know you're gonna have to have these in order to get the money that you need, put you in a different level. What else? And then I need to be more. One of my goals to build my saving your wallet, which is my bookkeeping business. I need to start trying to build that. But I think what I'm gonna do is, so I won't overwhelm myself, is probably like the end of this year start having the advertising and stuff for new clients and stuff for January and all that, because it also be
What's going on, Mr. Moore?
Mr. Moore, that's your old teacher.
Yeah, mentor.
Mentor. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, teacher, mentor. What's going on, Mr. Moore? I ain't seen you in the month of Sundays. How are you? What was I saying? Oh, so I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be my thing for 2024. I'm gonna be more focused on it, try to build that clientele up as well. I think after I work with this lady, now that I have this client that has a childcare business. I think I'm gonna she's gonna be probably one of my month to month once I get her together. Um, and I'm gonna be trying to focus on some grants. Um, I'll give you the contact to name of the lady. So I'm gonna reach out to her. Like I say, it is not gonna hurt. I don't know if it is gonna work for us or not, but if you are listening to this and you want to become a entrepreneur and you have an idea and something new, I highly recommend that you look for grant writers for starting a small business, because it's somebody out there that can write that grant for you and get that money. But the thing about it that I'm learning from this client, when you have grants, because you know grant is not grant versus loans, right? I'm gonna educate you. So a grant is the money that is free. It's free money that you don't have to pay back. A loan is something that you borrow and you have to pay back with interest, right? So with this grant money, the way some of these are wrote, you have to show what you spent the money on in the business that you say that you want to do. So some grants calls for business plans. So um, if you are new to it and there's so much going on, I do recommend that some people need to go to school for a degree or something. Some people don't. You just really have to have that type of mentor in that field to guide you, because you still are going to have to learn something. You're going to still be a student, and you're going to, and this stuff is new. I mean, the thing about us as black people, I always say, we know how to make money.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't know how to keep it. And so right now, I think I'm sounding like one of my hats that I wear, right? So I'm gonna be your financial educator tonight, and just know that in order to keep money, you want your money, number one, to grow. So the old thing saying and putting stuff in the savings account or putting it under your mattress, you're not going to go anywhere by doing that. You got to find ways to make your money work for you. And that's either investing in stocks, Bitcoin, whatever it is that you know is gonna make it duplicate. Roth IRAs, but you're gonna have to invest your money. Utilize some of us that's on jobs. You utilize the 401k. I am so lucky in my retirement is a pension, and so you don't hear that often, because pensions were created back in the day into after the first I want to say that one of the depressions, great depressions that came along, and how people just lose
So
their
y'all
money.
pensions didn't stop after 2008?
I still have a pension. I'm grandfathered in until my retirement. That was the only good thing about staying. If I wanted to get the full pension, so mine's is guaranteed. I have a guaranteed pension. The thing that I know about my stuff is that if I do decide to leave with the 22 years and I want to be gone, Long as I come back to another state agency that has Aprils, I can just do the next 6 years at that job and be done. And it could be a job to where I'm making more because your retirement is based on the amount of money, the highest paid income you done in that, part. So that's the great thing about it. So but do I want to do that? No. But I mean, it's all about how God, got it for me. So I know what I see and I know what I want and I know the plans that I have to try to do it. So with my goals, hopefully that would compensate what I need and just do a SCP a retirement, and that's self-employment is what that is. It's a self-employment retirement, and then you'll have the same kind of benefits and the amount of money that you can put in there. Just like a Roth IRA. So it's not it's not a losing thing. And then what I have now, because of the fact I have that pension, it it allows me to have a Roth IRA. So I don't have to put in, max it out. It's only 6%, and then they got, they match it. Mine is more than 12% that my job is paying out of their pocket. So in other words, they're like, hey, I should have opted into a contributor person, but I didn't. I stayed as a non-contributor because I just did my research. So I think that for anybody that's out there, anything that we think that is hard, that we don't understand, when it comes down to finances, numbers, and things like that, because I know a lot of us wasn't taught. You definitely need to educate yourself, and that's where you come up with your questions. I hear a lot of us say, "I don't know what questions to ask," and I'm guilty of this myself because that's how I am in this industry with the dump trucks. I don't know what questions to ask. Am I asking the right questions? But the more I read, the more questions I come up with, and then the more events I attend, the more questions I come up with because I see it. So if it happens to me and it's something that I went through, I know what to ask. But even after those, any events or seminars or webinars or whatever whatever you looking at, and someone's telling you how to do this and all that, do some more research and then come up with some questions. But that's pretty much it with me on that aspect. Still focusing on how to do something I love doing, where it always feel like I'm on vacation. That's my goal. My goal is to just live and make sure I'm living on vacation. Everything is fun. So right now, thank God I'm having the strength and my brain working and all of this. I'm still in it. I'm still in this game. So hopefully, by the time I'm 60, that I am still just enjoying life. Yeah. So, but that's all I have.
So I have to share as well. We won't be going live next month. So I'm gonna be working all next month. So I'll be coming back in September.
Oh, so we're gonna be out. You coming back this month? Nope, because it's almost over.
Yep.
So your plan is to work all August.
Yep.
So we're okay.
And we'll come back.
We're gonna come back my birthday month.
We'll come back your birthday month.
Oh gosh, we're gonna be a year older. Thank God for the birthday. And how old would you be?
27.
27. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I will be 21. Forever 21. No. Oh, it's okay. Three
Can
more
you
years?
believe that you'll reach 47?
No. I cannot believe I will be 47. But at work, I tell people that, my age. I was like, you don't look, I said, older than 21? That's like, yeah. I always throw that number out. I said, y'all don't see this gray. I don't know if y'all can see gray on here on this live.
No, only you can.
Uh, but anyway, I tell people, this gray. What was that? Oh, yeah. This gray is wisdom and heartaches, stress. No, it's not stress, but it's wisdom. But no, I cannot believe it. And in 3 more years, I will be 50.
You always hear people about that 50 party and all of that.
Yes. God. You know what? I used to think
Now I
that
see
50
why
was
people.
over.
Now I see why people throw 50 parties.
Mm-hmm.
And made it to 50.
Oh, and that's such a blessing. It really is. When I was with Joe last month at his 30th class reunion. 30th. Oh God, mine's next year. And they had a projection going of everybody, and their classmates, and even to the ones that passed. And you be like, man, when you see your classmates, you be like, gosh, I can't believe it's been 30 years. And of course, I know a lot of his classmates because I'm friends with them too. And it's I was like, y'all old, I was saying y'all old. I was like, oh, you ain't far behind. You ain't far behind. We yours is next year and all of that. And I was like, yeah. So, anyway, I just thank God that I'm able to share this journey of my years and stuff in my knowledge.
Y'all still together?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was done.
No, keep reading. No, now what did I say what I was doing?
I don't know. Did you take this call?
I didn't. No, go back up.
When you say you was on wild?
No, go back before that.
We
What were you talking about? When you put your phone on the not disturb?
Yes.
I'm putting my phone.
It's not on the not disturb no more, so I'm not trying to do it.
No, you don't get do not disturb. You get.
Yes, I do when I say okay, and the stuff about it, when they say it's not disturb.
Oh, okay. Well, what am I supposed to do about that?
Don't do that because I'm just trying to tell you to disconnect here. It's not a you can do about it. Just tell me.
But if I haven't text you though, that means we're not done.
You just text me back. I said hello and you text me back.
Yeah, because I'm just not seeing it. We almost.
Yeah, your text come on that and not this little thing. I don't know how this thing works.
Okay, I apologize. Just coming back when y'all done.
Okay, love. Hey,
No,
it's
what do you have to say something important? What do you have to say?
It's okay.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is.
What's going on? What's wrong?
It's alright.
What's wrong, baby?
Nothing. That wasn't your concern when I first answered the phone.
Yeah, because if I was ready, if I was done, or I was about to get off, I would have texted you, and I would have said okay.
Okay, so just text me when y'all done.
But what was wrong with you just waiting?
because she thought y'all was done.
Why?
She thought it because it wasn't on Do Not Disturb. She already explained on it. All right, baby.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm glad he done that on this live. So this is why. You asking her, she told you, she explained. And then she was like, you weren't worried about it at first, you know, because now you know it must have been important to her because you called her. But
No,
you
she
could-
called me.
Oh yeah, she called you because they want to do on Do Not Disturb on her end, but she do see. So it was like miscommunication with y'all phone devices.
Nothing to do with me.
It doesn't matter. That do
I
with
can't
you.
control that.
Yeah, that's okay. She was just saying she thought it was done because it wasn't on Do Not Disturb anymore.
Yeah. Okay, my phone was on Do Not Disturb. My tablet is not on Do Not Disturb. So while
Oh,
that
gotcha.
was on Do Not Disturb, this was still open.
Gotcha. Because it's like, hey, you gotta love technology.
So
Anyway,
that's why I was like,
that's
if I
fine.
was done, I would have let you know.
So,
But processing that, she was checking to see.
this is pausing?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's me just looking at what we doing. That's her looking to see why am I not texting back at a decent time. So she checking to see if I turn my phone on Do Not Disturb or not, rather than just waiting to see when I'm gonna finish and let her know when I'm done.
Cool.
It's
Well,
not my first concern at first because if I was done, I would have let her know.
yes.
But her monitor.
Yes, Robert Jr.
but
I
her,
get it.
no, you
No,
don't get
yes,
it.
I do.
Because you just
No, here's
you
my
just said
thing.
it's perfect that I just brought it up. It was like if she was checking it and she was so worried about me responding, I would
No,
have
I think
responded.
what it is, y'all both got to listen to what each other, why it happened the way it happened on her end, and why it happened the way it did on your end. And just understand the fact that you understand where she coming from because to her, when you are doing something, she can see Do Not Disturb.
Mhm.
And then when you're done, it doesn't show it anymore. And since it wasn't showing, she wondered why you didn't call. On your end, it was Do Not Disturb. This was opening, and on top of that, we normally be done. But I've been moving twice out of the live,
Okay.
so it made it longer.
Okay.
So usually, she know in the past we only do boom an hour.
Well, guess what?
Exactly,
Well, guess what? If it goes past the hour, I would reach out.
Yes,
and let,
and that
and let
just-
them know.
and that's all it has to be said. Just say, hey,
And
yeah,
that's,
this
and
is.
that's what I said.
But her thing was she was calling to tell you something. Why you know, are you done? Why haven't you called? Blah blah blah. And
That could have waited.
that might have been true, but again, you knew it was something important. That's why she called.
No, that's
But
why she
the-
texts and
Well,
said hello.
yeah, she texted and said hello, and you didn't answer, so yeah, it's just one of them
So
sport things.
break that down. So
Breaking it down is this: number one, she's used to if she's used to you responding while you're on your phone sooner than later, and when it's not as soon as she think it's supposed to be, she gonna say hello. I do Joe like that all the time. If I at home, at work, and I text him, and I know he been on his phone and stuff, I'm gonna say hello. I do it all the time. So that's just a woman thing because I know you on your phone. Or then he'll say, well, I had put it down and I laid down this and that. Oh, okay. But we are old enough to understand each other in, but when you're in the first relationship, it's like I always tell you, the Snow White stuff, that's fantasy. Where, okay, in the beginning you was all sweet and lovey-dovey and attentive. When you're not being as attentive as you normally being, it's the problem. What are you doing?
well, guess what?
Don't say it, Robert Jr. I already know. I
I'm
already know
still
what you
going. I'm still going to communicate. I'm still going to be attentive.
and you
And
still
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna-
alright.
And I'm not going. I'm not going to leave you guessing.
And that's okay.
And as you
And all
seen,
you got
as
is-
you seen, I gave her the heads up.
Yeah.
Now, what I could have done better is I'll let you know once I'm done.
Yes.
But that wasn't included. I think that. Okay, this is what I don't understand. How come y'all are able? How come y'all are able to say certain things, and if we were like, well, you could have said that. Why would I need to say that and that was already understood?
So are you saying?
If I was going live and I know I was doing my podcast,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I got done doing my podcast, I was gonna reach out. But why do I have to say that within that message of saying, hey, I'm gonna put my phone on do not disturb? I'm about, because we're about to go live on my phone. The understanding is Chase will reach back out once he's done.
Yeah. Hey, and she was checking to make sure you was done.
Well, she could have went to my she could have went to my YouTube live, and that's why I sent her that link.
Oh, okay. Well, she looks like she was about to take a shower. She was in the bathroom.
Only thing she's worried about is when she get out, so we can be on FaceTime, so she can go to sleep at decent time. That's all she worried about.
You don't be on FaceTime. You coming with me? I got to go to Walmart. I just need to get this guy, but I just don't want to go out there, at night by myself. Hey, I'm doing one of your things, Alana. But anyway, I think it's this. Men and women is like Venus and Mars. Have y'all read? It's like sometimes you're on two different planets, right? And neither one of them knows what it feels like to be on that planet at that same time when y'all connect and stuff. So sometimes, again, you got to understand where she coming from. It's like therapy. And they say, I hear you, honey. I understand where you coming from. But this is what I was saying. And then leave it alone. Because it's kind of like you're not going to, everybody, like you say, everybody not going to like you and understand you, right? And some things, you just cannot make people understand or do certain things the way you want them to do. It's not a just understanding thing. We don't, as women, sometimes if you say you okay, and we'll be like, everything fine. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm okay. Because at that moment, we try to control our emotions in a way we want to communicate certain things. Just like some men have to calm down before they express themselves. And it's in an argument. I'm gonna be quiet before I say something that I regret later on. So the quickest thing for us is to say I'm okay and not make it an argument because everybody reacts off each other. So because it was a frustration. You is just asshole aggressive way accent like your daddy. You what now? Go what you say? Then you gonna try to throw baby in there. At that point, she was like, "No, you weren't worried about that at first." So when she said that line, I knew she was kind of mad. Even though she seen me, but hey, your phone went on do not disturb. She had already told you. And then when you was talking about all the rest of the stuff, and they came. So it's easy. I can understand and relate to a woman. I know y'all can as well. That sometimes just listen to what we say. And just say okay. It's good to let the woman win a lot of the times.
I don't care about women.
I know you don't care about women, but let her do it. Then you don't want to. It's kind of like you don't want to try this food. What was that food? Squash. No.
It was squash.
Oh yeah, it was squash.
It was squash and
what
was that other food? It was squash, potatoes, and
Yeah, the country food in Arkansas, squash potatoes and I don't know. We don't even eat that. Well, I know I definitely don't eat it.
No. Squash, potatoes.
What's the
Zucchini.
yellow zucchini? Yeah. Okay. Squash is the yellow.
Mhm.
Zucchini green. Yeah. So,
You
but
see
you
this?
eat zucchini.
Exactly. But I don't want my zucchini with some type of potatoes that's mashed or whole. And I'm definitely not, and I ain't even care for squash by itself.
Yeah.
And it's all blended together.
Yeah.
No. You got slices of squash and slices of zucchini with almost mashed potatoes. No. I'm good. It looks smothered together. I'm good.
It didn't look like no smothered potatoes.
It didn't look good.
Well, guys, thank y'all for being with us and being patient with me in and out, in and out, in and out. If you guys watch this later on, thank y'all for watching us. As I always say, I wanted to go live.
I'm gonna go live again next month.
Yeah, in September. Yes.
I mean,
September. I want to do something different when we go live. I'm gonna think about this. I'm always thinking about something. The last time we went live, didn't I have a book or something? But anyway, I am seriously thinking. Like one last thing, I forgot my goal is to start doing some juicing. So I'm gonna do my blender and strain and stuff. And I got a lot of recipes on that. I'm gonna see what that does to me. And that's it. Stay safe out there, guys. Thank you for watching us.
We'll see y'all in September.
In September, I don't know. It won't be during my birthday. It'll be earlier. Yeah. And so I need to be deciding what I'm gonna do now. So, as always,
See y'all next time.
peace.